YouTube, Future 22J is back at you with another video. I know it's been a couple of days since my last video, but I had a very bad misfortune. My mic that I originally had on my camera, it went out on me. I had to find me an upgrade, so while I did me a little research, I finally managed to find me a mic that a lot of vloggers was telling me that it's probably the best upgrade for me. So that's what took so long for me to get the content out. So while I have you here, I want to thank you guys for checking out the video. If you're new, please take the time to sub up to the channel right now and follow me on Instagram. A lot of these shoes that I have and a lot of these shoes that I get a review for, I typically put them on Instagram first. If you guys want to check out the new pickups, make sure you follow me on Instagram as well. And also in the comment section below, I want you guys to let me know, how did your Yeezy day go? I really only had my eyes set on two things, which were the black slides and the Yeezy 350 V2s. Copped the L on both of those. There was a lot of dubs out here in the sneaker world from what I've seen on social media. The shoe that I have for you guys today is a shoe that really makes me stop and think, what exactly is Nike trying to do as far as managing their sneaker releases now? So let's get into these. As you can see, we have an all red Nike box with a white Nike logo at the top. Label reads, Women's Nike Dunk Low ESS SNKR. All right, the colorway is medium gray, varsity red and white. This is a women's size 9.5. And the shoe that I'm talking about is the Nike Dunk Low UNLV Satin. It sat on Sneakers App for a while, and then as sizes started to sell out, they just replenished the sizes, and they've been doing that with a lot of shoes lately. So I'm not sure if they're just trying to make sure a lot more consumers get their shoes compared to resellers. I don't know what they're trying to manage, but this shoe is not a real major release. I don't think it's going for much on the aftermarket. This shoe is really fire. Had this shoe released maybe 2-3 years ago, this probably would have been a $220 dunk easily. And this is why I kind of feel like that they're trying to murder resale. When it comes down to the Nike Dunks, if you guys really sit back and pay attention to it, there are two things about Nike Dunks that I've noticed that Nike has been doing a lot of lately. There hasn't been a GS and a men's size dunk that released in a very long time. The only shoe that I can think of off the top that released in men's sizes and GS sizes is really just the Panda Dunks now. Compared to back in the day, if we were to get a men's colorway in a dunk, there's a 9 times out of 10 chance that we would get a grade school in the dunk. But if you guys have noticed Nike's patterns lately, we have been getting a lot of dunks that has been primarily for men, but they release in smaller sizes like 4.5 and 5. You still have to pay that $110, $120 to get it. When you think about the few grade school dunks that do release, they're only just a grade school release, such as the Easters that just dropped today. All other dunks, they come out, they are women. If it hasn't been a women's dunk, it's just been a men's dunk. We haven't been able to secure a dunk and have a retail under $100 anymore. Enough with all that, let's get into these. Now, this shoe is very, very nice. This is probably my first time ever seeing satin on a Nike dunk, and it actually looks very great. Now this of course mimics the men's colorway of the UNLV that we got maybe in maybe 2022, 21, I want to say. The UNLVs dropped right around the time where the dunk hype was really starting to take off. So see, these with satin materials is actually quite nice. So getting into them, starting from the bottom, we have our all red outsole. Coming up into the middle of the shoe where we have our all white Nike Dunk outsole. The upper consists of a mixture of a gray and a red satin material, even on the tongue. On top of the tongue, we have a gray patch with a red Nike swoosh in the middle, and the laces don't feel like your typical Nike Dunk laces. They kind of feel like they're a ribbon material. That sums up the entirety of the shoe. To me, in my opinion, this look more so of a Valentine's Day shoe than anything. Overall, this shoe is still fire. They're sitting on Sneakers App right now as we speak. If you missed out on it, or if they don't have your size, just wait and be patient, because periodically Nike has been restocking on a lot of models that has been sitting on their sites. That kind of makes a little more sense as to why, if you guys don't remember a couple of years ago when they said they were going to snatch up a lot of their inventory out of these stores, I really think that was the reason why they implemented that, was so that they could actually monitor and actually distribute however many certain pairs of shoes they would like whenever they like to. So they just hold them, keep them in the factories, and just wait whenever they feel like it to just pop them up on the Nike app. You guys have to think they're just mainly men's sizes, they get their own certain amount of colorways. And then of course women's, they get their own certain amount of colorways. And if they do come in GS sizes, then that's where we start to get the preschool and the toddler sizes in dunks. It's never been a full family size run in dunks besides the panda dunks in a very long time. I don't know what's going on, but I do like the fact that a lot of shoes are sitting in malls now, and a lot of shoes are actually getting in the hands of people that actually really love them, even if they gotta pay resale for them, because a lot of resale prices on a lot of shoes isn't what it used to be back in the day. So that's a good thing as well. In the comment section below, you guys let me know, is this a must grab for you? If you can see just from my light alone, if the sun hits these are gonna pop. Definitely a good shoe that I would recommend grabbing. Don't sit around and don't play with them, because with it being so clean and with it being a nice appealing shoe to have, these won't last long. If you enjoyed the content, please feel free to sub up to the channel. Once you sub up, be sure to hit that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever a video is uploaded. My name is Future22JS, and if you don't know, please know that it's no ceiling to your inner potential. This was my review of the women's Nike Dunk Low UNLV Satin. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, and you guys tell me how you guys like the new mic as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next video, and always remember that your fear ends when your faith begins. Peace.